Good morning. Today I'm going to be talking about 4 ways to start putting yourself first. If you're anything like me, you might come from a background where you always put other people before yourself and often found yourself feeling drained, irritated, resentful towards others, all to find out that you were feeling this way not because of others, but because you were avoiding yourself. So I have 4 tips for you that I have followed on my journey of self-awareness and self-love. Okay? So step number 1, or tip number 1, find somebody to model. Okay? All of us are on social media all the time, following different types of people. If you're already on this journey, you probably follow some motivational speakers or authors. Maybe it's somebody at your work placement. Maybe it's somebody that you know that you might feel a little bit envious of, that you feel like, oh, I wish I could be like them, okay? The point of this is to find somebody that has a way of being that you feel inspired by, that you wish to see yourself as, okay? And we use this to be able to imagine, envision, to visualize the type of person that we want to be, okay? And if they're on social media or if you work with them, obviously you'll find out what it is that they do on a daily basis, how they are in general, their beliefs, the way they walk, the way they act, the way they handle stress in life, the way they celebrate, okay? You want to find somebody that you can model, that you want to be like, okay? And with that, you are going to follow them, you're going to study them, and you're going to slowly start to just mirror who that person is, okay? I found that that really helped me over the years in becoming a newer version of myself. All the ways in which I am today and all my practices and all my beliefs were all gained through my own discovery of other people's ways of being, because the environment in which I came from didn't allow for, it just didn't provide me with the necessary skills and resilience and strength to be able to be myself and find myself. And so I had to find my own way, and that's fine. So yeah, so I created all my ways of being and all my habits through modeling other people, modeling other people's beliefs, okay? So that is your number 1 tip. Going into tip number 2 is kind of similar. Tip number 2 is you're going to start writing down quotes or sayings or beliefs, short sentences or a mini paragraph of things that these people that you've been following or want to be like, or authors, the things that people say, you're going to put them on sticky notes and you're just going to like put them up in your house, wherever it is that you are, or in your office, at work, in your locker, wherever and everywhere, anywhere that you're going to look and you're going to see it, okay? And these quotes are going to be like, or these quotes are going to be inspiring, uplifting. They're almost like friendly reminders, okay? To start to slowly condition this new way of being, okay? And also, if they're like positive quotes, to increase your state, okay? Increase your energy, to uplift you, okay? If you're anything like me, you might have been around a lot of negativity from your family, okay? And so you tend to have maybe a negative mindset or a fearful mindset. And so you tend to go in that fearful direction when stressful things happen in life. And maybe you want to change your mindset. Maybe you want to look at challenges in life or stressful things as an opportunity for you to grow. Like that's how you want to start looking at life. But you're just like, oh, I keep on going back to my old ways of thinking about these things. So stuff like sticky notes, friendly reminders, quotes, affirmations, whatever you want to call them, anything that resonates with you, write it down and just put them up everywhere. Okay? Like I said, this slowly starts to condition your brain slowly over time. Okay? And this is good for putting yourself first, because before you put everybody else first. Okay? And now that you're putting yourself first, you're almost like building yourself. You're rebuilding who you are, because maybe you haven't known who you are or who you were for so long. So you have to condition yourself in the way that you want to be conditioned to turn into the person that you want to turn into, right? So the tip number one, finding a model, like somebody you want to be like, okay? Putting the quotes up, the affirmations, all of this is visualization and practice and conditioning of the person that you want to become, okay? Because you can become anybody that you want. Tip number 3, buy yourself a journal, a notebook, okay? And the point of this is to start to, by us writing things down, by me writing things down over the years, I was slowly bringing awareness, okay, of me, because I was writing down my thoughts, my feelings, my goals, things that made me sad, okay? You're processing, okay? So by writing them down, you're bringing awareness to you, and you're also processing, okay? And brings focus, yeah. So journaling and reflecting brings self-awareness, and it also allows you to brainstorm different ways of being that you want to start working towards. Okay, so writing down a list of like the ways of being that the person that you're following, or the person that inspires you, how are they? So, you know, how do they live their life? What's their personality like? How do they deal with stress? How do they deal with stress? All the ways in which they are, start to write down those ways of being, okay? And by you doing this, again, you're bringing awareness. You're focusing your energy on where it is that you want to go, okay? So, yeah, so I've done journaling for many years, since as young as I was like probably 7 or 8. And I remember looking at my older journals when I was like a little girl, and a lot of my entries were negative, to be honest, and things, not negative, they were just things that I was unhappy about, right? And maybe I didn't have anybody to reflect back those feelings to me. And so this was my way of like processing and getting out my emotions, was like writing in a journal. And I guess it probably did help me, okay? And then as the years went by, when I started to model and to look for new ways of being in my early 20s, that's when I really started to get back into journaling again. But this time around, I was writing out new ways of being, right? When I was into the law of attraction or Buddhism or affirmations, whatever it was, I was just writing out new ways of being in all of these journals, whilst at the same time writing down things that I was unhappy about with myself, things that I wanted to change, okay? And then goals, where I wanted to move towards in terms of like a newer way of being, okay? So the whole point of journaling and is about reflecting and bringing awareness to yourself. Most days we go about our days and we're constantly doing things for other people, or we're focused on like going to work and paying the bills. We're always so friggin' busy, and we don't place enough importance or priority on the self and going inward and processing and reflecting, setting goals, asking ourselves, is this the person I want to be? Like, so A way to start putting yourself first is to do something like that, okay? Tip number 4, take up a hobby, okay? After how many years of always putting others first, okay? I'm sure you didn't give a lot of time to yourself to do things that were fun for you, okay? And when we are constantly doing tasks and just doing things that we have to do and not bringing any playfulness and fun and non-seriousness into our life, then we tend to feel rigid, right? And not like we can't, it takes a lot for us to like laugh at things, and because we've just been too serious lately in doing tasks and not actually having fun, okay? So taking up a hobby for myself, I'd say about 3-4 years now, I got back into dance, okay? I love dance. I do yoga. If you like chess, you can join a chess club, something that is fun for you, okay? And spend time doing this, even if it's just once a week, okay? Not only are you having fun and your spirit is uplifted, you are creating a community, and now you're meeting people that also like to do that hobby, okay? So your life just keeps on expanding and unfolding into this life that has all the things around you that you enjoy. So you're just experiencing all of that, okay? When you would spend most of your time focused on other people and not on yourself, you get angry and irritable and emotional and upset because your soul isn't playing and it's not having fun, okay? So that was my last tip. I will say that ever since I joined my dance classes, and also I've been singing a lot more in my car when I'm driving because I love singing, and I've noticed that my energy increases a lot after that because I know my soul is having so much fun. And so my point is that I've noticed that after I've been indulging in these playful activities, I feel more playful and I feel more alive, and my energy feels more increased. And I've also met a lot of people. Like I have a yoga community, I have a dance community, and my life feels more fulfilled, okay? So I hope that this video helped somebody, and please start to put yourself first today. I swear it will change your life.